move on to forming algebraic expressions part 2. Okay. If suppose I tell you multiply x by 6 and add 5 to the product. Now how would you write this? I have been told to multiply x by 6 and add 5 to the product. Now, look at this. How do you solve this? It says add 5 to the product. So basically the first thing I need to do is to find out the product of these two numbers. So how do I multiply x by 6? In the previous example, I had taught you that if you have to multiply a variable by a number, you simply do it the way you multiply your numbers. So I multiply x by 6, I would get 6 times x. So my product is 6x, and what have I been told? And add 5 to the product. So whatever is the product of x multiplied by 6, I need to add 5 to that. So similarly, I add 5 here. So this becomes my statement. So I have basically converted this statement into this expression. Okay, let's take a second question. If suppose I have been told that I need to multiply x by 5 and divide the product by 10. Again, just the same logic as I had applied earlier. We have to divide the product by 10. So first I find out the product, which is x multiplied by 5. This will give me 5 times x, and then whatever is the product, I divide it by 10. So 5x by 10, we know that 5 goes into 10 2 times, and I can also write this expression as x upon 2. Right? So now let us move on to some more expressions that we can form. Okay, so the third question. Subtract 17 from minus x. Now this is interesting. I have a number which itself is a minus number, and from that I need to subtract another number. But just like I told you, if this were not minus x, this was some other number, how would we write it? We would have written that number minus 17. So it really doesn't make a difference here. I can write this as minus x minus 17. So this becomes my equation. Okay, let me do another one. Multiply minus 8 by x divided by 8. This is even more interesting. So I need to take minus 8 and I multiply it by x upon 8. Now this can also be written as minus 8 upon 1 into x by 8. Now, which means that I can multiply minus 8 by x and I multiply 1 by 8. Now I know I can strike off this 8 with this 8, and what I am left with is only minus x. So these are some of the operations that you can do using the algebraic expressions.